I'm on the road a lot, so I write anywhere. I actually don't write very well at home unless I really have to. My desk is over there. It's really messy. But I write, in hotel rooms and planes and between rehearsals. I find that actually really kind of inspiring for a certain part of the writing process. And I'll always start at the keyboard. Either I'll find a piano in a practice room and just record myself, or I travel with a MIDI keyboard and I'll record myself in Logic. It's just kind of like a large voice memo, just straight improvising and letting myself feel whatever I need to feel, letting it be completely not trying to construct anything, just finding the harmonies that feel right, because that to me is, as are the pillars, that's how I feel music. And then once I found those and I found some of those ingredients, then I go straight into Sibelius and start working with them and cooking on the stove and moving them around and throwing them up and cutting them apart and putting them back. I'll start with harmony, but also a concept, maybe. Maybe the concept is usually it has something to do with something visual or textural. Like does it melt apart? Does it congeal? What's the first sound? What's the first feeling? And then I have no idea how I get from there to the end. I forget it entirely. It's this crazy process to write music. Usually the last couple of days, I just finished an orchestra piece a couple weeks ago, and the last 2 days of it were like manic, crazy. I cannot remember what I did, but I basically wrote most of the piece in those 2 days. I had written it kind of up until that point, but it was terrible and boring. And then did something. So I don't know. That'll be performed in August. Maybe it'll be terrible.
But you don't remember what exactly happened? What made you kind of turn it around?
Make certain decisions kind of very intuitively, but I know what I need to do to engineer the thing that I want, and I have to just let myself go to the different places. And I work with Sibelius really quickly. That's really important to me, to not get stuck behind something, but to know how to realize the idea very quickly. I feel like a painter at a certain point. You're just painting and coloring and yeah. But there's also a narrative to it too. There's a feeling of pacing and timing and form that's also a part of that. I'm not very methodical, at least not at this point. Maybe later in life I'll become much more methodical, but right now it's more about trying to let the music write itself. I like to sort of create music that feels improvised and yet can be played by many people.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.